It's the Rocky Mountain ATV MC Mountaineer Run GNCC Round 11 of the AMSOIL Grand National Cross Country Series. Balloons going to the air in honor of Ethan Fitro, an ATV racer who tragically lost his life recently in an automobile accident. Focus back into the starting line. Here's Bryson Neal, still trying to get his first ever GNCC win.
Man, the work's been put in. We trained our butts off those last 2 weeks, and the bike's prepared. My dad did a good job, so man, everything's just set to sail. So hopefully today, get our head out of our butt, get off the line, and get out there front, because it's going to be dusty today, and not have to try to fight to the dust. It's going to be real rocky. Just stay out front, minimize mistakes, man, and just bring home that hopefully bring home that first win today.
Yeah, Neal has proven himself a podium guy more often than not the last 2 years, but the starts are pretty much always bad, and I don't see him up front this time. Somebody got flipped over. Was that Adam McGill? We'll get to figure that out in a second. Meanwhile, Wesley Wolf on the ATV Innovation solo pilot Suzuki in the lead. Brent Sturdivant always jumping in and out of the series, always fast up here though when he does come out and race. Second, Walker Fowler, your defending series champion. Fourth, Wesley Wolf has been nailing the starts as of late, and there's going to be some dust, so that's going to help him big time today on that 741. There's Sturdivant in second. Now, Sturdivant doesn't race the full championship anymore, but he is always quick when the tracks are rocky and rough. We've got those type of conditions today. Hey, a fifth-place start for Neal. That's better than our last event at Unadilla, where he was an absolute dead last. But good to see some new blood up front. Wesley Wolf getting better each week. Sturdivant, always cool when he jumps in. And then, of course, Fowler. That's the shark that everybody has to worry about. He's won all but one race this year. Little rest for the weary as they get down to that creek and water crossing there. Let's take out the start with McGill. He actually got tagged from the side, and that's what put him into that pole. I was wondering why he would have hit that thing. Usually they know better. So that was some carnage. And McGill, who's had that kind of a season, man. We just haven't seen the starts enough from him. Got a lot of work to do, and he's going to use a lot of the time and a lot of his energy trying to do it. Jared McClure coming through, the sneaky snake, as they call him. Right in position where he wants to be, just keeping in touch with the leaders. And the leader is now Sturdivant. Now, Sturdivant's a West Virginia native from a couple hours from here, though. He was racing the full series and even battling for podiums while going to college. And now, like I said, when he does show up, he doesn't contest a full championship, but he still has the pace. But he'll have to deal with Walker Fowler, who's in second right now. Wolf has dropped quite a bit of time, still third, but a big gap to the leaders. Neal on the Coastal Racing Yamaha comes through next. And here's Josh Merritt, another one of those young guns. Getting better every time we see them. It's Cody Collier going through next. Chris Borich. Hole shot our last event, didn't get a good one today. By the way, they're telling me Wesley Wolf's Weisco Hole Shot Award is the first of his career. And here's those rocks where Sturdivant has always, well, rocked. And he's good through there again today. Fowler then jumping into the section. Wolf and Neal through next. And you've got to be conservative with the equipment with a rough section like this. There's Borich. Fun to watch these riders discover new lines through these sections. I think that's Marty Christopherson coming through there. Oh, Fowler's got the lead now from Sturdivant. So he goes from fourth to third to second to first. It has been that type of year for Walker, who's really come into his own Yes, he already won the title 2 times before this 2017 season. But I think he's really hitting his prime now. And everyone else going to be hard-pressed to keep him in sight today. Neal has climbed to third and I think narrowed the gap a bit between himself and Sturdivant. And McClure is still lurking here in 6th. Boric hustling through, but the dust is going to be tough for him. Here comes Fowler. So he's had a nearly perfect season this year. He's won every race except for the one he finished second and trying to get another one today.
When it comes to guarding your diesel engine, AMSOIL offers the next level performance you demand. AMSOIL Signature Series diesel oils provide 6 times more wear protection than required by a leading diesel engine manufacturer. Give your hard-working truck the protection it deserves. AMSOIL, devoted to protection. See the whole line of diesel products at amsoil.com/diesel.
As riders and racers, we understand the need to get quality parts, apparel, and accessories fast. We have the horsepower of multiple warehouses to make sure your gear, OEM parts, or accessories make it to your door quickly. Check out our easy-to-use website and experience customer service that takes the whole shot. RockyMountainATVMC.com. Get ready.
Here he is, Walker Fowler, Grand National Cross Country XC1 Pro Class Champion.
GNCC is Bald Eagle 50 cal, cowboy boots, diesel trucks, Copenhagen, Bush Light kind of men.
Evans waterless coolant is the solution to boiling over, so you can push your vehicle like this, and this, and this, without fearing the temperature gauge. Evans waterless coolant. Defeat the heat.
Hey guys, I'm Tim Geiser riding for Honda Garibaldi Racing Team, and we are using Evans cooling, and I know that when I use that products, I know that my bike never will overheat, so I'm really happy with it.
The GNCC Series is brought to you by AMSOIL. Protect your weekend. Rocky Mountain ATVMC, get ready. And by Maxxis Tires. Keeps you riding to your maximum potential.
And the fans of Grand National Cross Country Racing nowhere to gather in the Rock Garden. FMF PowerPoint today is this Rocky section. And the fans are having a good time down there. Also shout out to our ace photographer. You see him there with the helmet on. That's Ken Hill, like a sniper hiding behind that tree. I cannot believe how big a lead there is right now, although it is Bryson Neal who's moved up to second, so he's on a roll. Those fans are having a better time than the riders. It's fun to come race one of these, but hanging out down here all afternoon, cheering on your favorites, it's a good time. McClure is up to third, right in position where he likes to be early in the race. And these are his type of conditions, too. We talked to him earlier today.
Yeah, I mean, it is dry, and like you said, it's probably one of the rockiest ones we race at, for sure. And it's like high-speed rocky, so there's some spots where you got to watch you just don't tear your equipment up. It's real easy to cut a tire. I mean, thank God we have the tire balls to keep us going. But, you could also break a chain or have something bad like that happen here. So you kind of got to be a little cautious out there, but still run a good pace and, just stay with that lead group.
And that's exactly the way Jared McClure likes to play it in the JMR ATV Riders machine. So if Fowler were to encounter some trouble, he would be in a good position to capitalize. But right now it's Bryson Neal splitting McClure and Fowler. Fowler's won a lot of these races and some titles. McClure's won a couple of these races, but Neal has not ever won one. And as they often say in racing, it's so mental. You often need to luck into one before you can truly do it. You need to believe you can do it before you can do it. So sometimes the only way to believe it is to have it happen almost on accident. Then you know you're a guy that can win races. Maybe this is the circumstance that Neal needed. A good start, climbing up the second. Now he just needs one rider, Fowler, to run into some sort of an issue, and he's going to find himself potentially winning this race. I mean, look at the lead he has over McClure and everyone else. And McClure is flat flying right now. So Bryson Neal, Coastal Racing Yamaha, in a good position. See if he can track down the leader, or again, take advantage of a problem. And Fowler's not immune to it, although he's been nearly aces this year. He's looking around, wondering where is everybody. And he might need to get used to that feeling. Just rolling right now. And the thing you love about Fowler is he's got his head in the game. He loves not only the racing, but I think he loves hanging out at the track. He's friendly with most of the riders. And he has that ace factor when you're a dominant rider. I don't think he ever comes to the races thinking he has it as much as he probably should. So he takes absolutely nothing for granted. I always say when you're at the top of the game and dominant, you need to almost play dumb. Everyone else might be coming here saying, oh man, Fowler's going to be hard to beat. Fowler, I believe, always almost slightly surprises himself when he wins these races still. So he keeps himself on his toes. So a guy like this, Bryson Neal, can't surprise him. About the same gap right now between second and third as the last time we saw it. McClure trying to track down Bryson Neal. So it's a waiting game now. At our last race at Unadilla, Fowler got stuck in a hill, opened the door. Let's see if it happens again.
Are you looking for a dirt bike piston that can increase power and decrease blow-by? Then check out Wiseco's all-new Racer Elite piston line. Racer Elite has been used exclusively by the pros, including RCH, Yoshimura, Suzuki Factory Racing, and are now accessible to the public. Available for popular 250 and 450cc dirt bikes, the Racer Elite series is the first off-the-shelf asymmetrical power sports piston ever made. Its fully machined billet aluminum construction features an exclusive custom lap top ring. Step up with dyno-proven power gains with Wiseco's Racer Elite piston line. Are you looking for a dirt bike piston that can increase power and decrease blow-by? Then check out Wiseco's all-new Racer Elite piston line. Racer Elite has been used exclusively by the pros, including RCH, Yoshimura, Suzuki Factory Racing, and are now accessible to the public. Available for popular 250 and 450cc dirt bikes, the Racer Elite series is the first off-the-shelf asymmetrical power sports piston ever made. Its fully machined billet aluminum construction features an exclusive custom lap top ring. Step up with dyno-proven power gains with Wiseco's Racer Elite piston line.
We handle your races, your jumps, and your trails. Isn't it time you give your daily driver the same love? AMSOIL's Signature Series Synthetic Motor Oil delivers 75% more engine protection against horsepower loss and wear than required by a leading industry standard. AMSOIL also offers a full family of ATV, UTV lubricants, giving you above and beyond fortification for your weekday and weekend vehicles. AMSOIL, devoted to protection.
Even when you're the best, you never stop striving to be better. The all-new from the ground up 2018 Yamaha YZ450F is now available at LoJack Cycle Sales. With over 40 years of experience in motorcycle sales and service and 15 national championships, we know racing. So stop by LoJack Cycle Sales today in Tarentum, Pennsylvania, and visit our online inventory at www.lojacks.com. Yamaha YZ. It's why we ride.
Over the river and through the woods, the newest Polaris models are here for the holidays. Take home great deals on the world's best-selling side-by-sides and ATVs during the Polaris Holiday Sales Event.
The GNCC Series is brought to you by AMSOIL. Protect your weekend. Rocky Mountain ATV MC, get ready. And by Maxxis Tires. Keeps you riding to your maximum potential.
Walker Fowler now into the thick of lap traffic at this Mountaineer Run GNCC on the Walker Fowler Racing Yamaha. Also backed by Maxxis and Fly Racing. And he's flying right now. Bryson Neal still digging in second. Fowler putting on a clinic, and he's not just good at the ATVs, a former youth bike champion in this series as well, eventually focused on four wheels, but you have to wonder what he could have done on the two-wheel side as well. This type of success would have been hard to come by. This type of success, near perfect season. You don't see that in almost any form of racing. And McClure is trying, and Neal is trying. Everyone's pushing, but every time we see the lead is actually extended. It's a lap rider. And there is Neal coming through now. McClure putting in his typical late race charge, starting to get closer. I don't know if he can see Neal yet. Maybe on some of the longer sections, but that would make all the difference. Here it is, kids. Checkered flag coming out. Another win for Walker Fowler. He's already got the championship for the year. Now he's just going for the record books. He's got it. 10 wins in 11 races in 2017. That is ridiculous on the Walker Fowler Racing Yamaha. And we know there was a big gap back to second. The question is who will be in it? Bryson Neal, or was Jared McClure able to track him down late? Oh, you can hear them rumbling. That's Neal. All right, some cheers from the fans. He's able to withstand the challenge from the Sneaky Snake. Second is darn good. Another podium for the number 5. And there is McClure. His typical hard run down the stretch. He just ran out of time. Let's get to the Rocky Mountain ATV MC results from here in West Virginia. Borich, 4th. Wesley Wolf, 5th. Josh Merritt, 6th. There's a lot of young talent in there learning every time.
All right, guys, we're down here, and I've got Walker Fowler. Man, another win.
Yeah, not too bad there. Just got off to an okay start. It was pretty wild. I think Borich got into McGill. McGill got into me, and I think McGill got the worst end of it from what I hear. But, we made it in the woods after that, smooth in 3rd. And Bryson actually kind of bonsai'd this little field section through some high grass. He must have, walked the track or something. So literally about 3 seconds later, I bonsai'd the grass next to him and kind of blocked past him, got back around him. I just knew that the closer to the front you were today, the better off it was going to be. Just the dust was really bad. Woods were pretty good, but man, the fields or any of the open road sections were just brutal talcum powder dust. I had a good, comfortable lead there, and I don't know if I slowed down or Bryson really picked it up that last lap, but I'd say around the 6 mile marker, he he actually was on my grab bar. And I was just like, uh-oh, I guess I need to pick it up, and I picked it up another gear, and all of a sudden he wasn't behind me. So I hear he got hung up on something, but it was just riding smooth. I didn't want to break the bike. We're testing some new shocks, just testing some little things for next year, and we've already won on it, so that's pretty cool. But 10th win feels good. It's cool to be with an elite group of guys that have done 10 in one season.
Absolutely, man. Well, big congratulations to you. Do you have number 11 and number 12 in you?
There's 11 in there. I don't know about 12, but there's 11.
Thanks, Mikey Waynes, for the interview. There is the first turn crash. Yes, McGill got the short end of the stick on that one. Led to a long day for him. Meanwhile, up front, Wesley Wolf grabbed the whole shot. Fowler talked about getting into these kind of dusty grass track sections and trying to make passes when it counted. Brent Sturdivant gave the West Virginia folks something to cheer for early by leading. Sturdivant would end up not finishing this one, though, and Fowler was there early to put the press on him. This race was really all about managing the rocks. And here you can see how the chap does it. So Fowler gets the win. Let's check in with second place, Bryson Neal.
Bryson, the second place finish today. It looked like there toward the end you were making some ground on Walker.
Yeah, I caught him on the last lap up there in the big rock garden. I kind of got a little sideways. I had to get off my bike for a split second. I tore my rotor piece off, and I bent my rotor, and I lost my rear brakes. And, man, I made that mistake at Cannonball, Georgia this year. I was in second on the last lap, and I pushed it too hard. I lost my front brakes, and I clipped a tree, and I was like, I'm in good position. I'm going to back it down. I'm going to take my points. Today was a good day. I'm happy overall. The team, my dad, he built one heck of a bike. We couldn't be happier, so we'll take second place.
Here with Jared McClure, man. Third place finish today. This was a tough one, man.
Yeah, no kidding. Didn't have the start I really wanted. It was mid-pack, and that first lap was real scary in the dust. Really couldn't see anything. It was I was trying to take it easy, not wreck, and figured we'd space out and then just charge slowly, person by person. But I worked my way through pretty quick, and was behind Brent Sturdivant there on the first lap, and seeing I was in fourth, and I was surprised, So I don't know. I guess rode past him then, and I could see Bryson in the distance. I think we each had our fast sections of the track where one of us had run a little better, so we kind of just went back and forth, seeing each other, gapping each other, and then that's where we finished second and third. So I'm happy considering the conditions. With that start I had, I thought I was going to be battling for fifth or something. So pretty happy to be on the box here. The DWT tires, wheels, awesome in these rocks. It was sweet out there. No worries, just pin it through them. The Elka Texera stuff soaked it right up, the suspension. So, all in all, it was a good day.
Yeah, good hard day at the office. But no matter where the office is, same guy sitting in the boss's chair, Walker Fowler.